Hello everybody, it's Daniel here, bringing you a Team Fortress 2 live commentary and a very special anniversary that we are celebrating tonight. 5 years ago today, in 2011, the Uber update released for Team Fortress 2, and the game went free to play, and I joined on day one when the game went free to play. It was like this cool shooter that I always heard about. It's like, that just seemed a bit visually appealing to like someone who was only familiar with stuff like Call of Duty before. And I fell in love with it there and then, and it's hard to believe I've still been playing it since then. Like, 5 years is a long time to do anything. It really, really is. But here I am, and so to commemorate the anniversary of me starting to play TF2, we are going back to one of my earliest memories of Team Fortress 2. The thing that I did for months on end when I joined, and that's playing Payload Race Nightfall. Just like when I started, I remember dying this much as well. It's just as well that we've reset things, really. That we're starting like all these things over. Oh, but we will get better. And you may see as well, here's the strangers. We'll be keeping an eye on them in like every commentary where we're playing Engineer. Just to see how we're getting along. Just to keep track of it. It'll be kind of cool just to watch those numbers increase as the months roll on. Thank you for all the advice that came from last night's commentary as well. I really do appreciate it. Lots and lots of tips. Some of them like payload, like using payload. No, not payload. The walkway map. That's the one. Yeah, things like that I like already kind of like figured out. So don't worry, guys. I have those things like kind of set up for me to practice with. And I'll be playing on not only pubs but like a variety of servers as well, and with different people routinely. The one thing that I've kind of like assumed that might be happening in the next while is that people are going to be very critical of the way I play the game, maybe just simply because I've brought a lot of attention to it. And it's like I noticed it even with like last night's commentary. Like there were loads of guys just like jumping to my defense. It's like, don't worry, Daniel, we know you suck, but it's like, but we watch you for the personality, which is like, by the way, thank you so much, guys, because that's really sweet to hear. But then, like, other people, it's like, I remember, like, there was a comment from, like, Overworld, who it's like, I never realized how much you sucked until you said it, and it's like, well, I imagine that's many people now. That's kind of funny, an unfortunate consequence. But, I mean, it's okay, because, like, we're embarking on a journey of self-improvement anyway. And, like, there were people jumping to my defense as well. It's like, Daniel, you don't actually suck. And it's like, for that I want to say, it's like, thanks very much for, like, saying that, guys, but it's like, I'm unhappy by my own standards by which I play this game. That's what I mean more than anything. It's like I wasn't just having like a bad day and like a really onset existential crisis where it's like, oh god, everything I do is terrible. And it's like, no, I just genuinely want to get better at this game, and I'm unhappy where I currently am. I think there's definitely room for improvement. And we are practicing things. Once I get like much better with this shotgun, I want to be able to tree shot pretty much everyone that's not a heavy. Maybe a soldier, but even then I want to get the soldier tree shot off. It's a hard combo. We are practicing these things though, to protect this heavy. Let's just get up a sentry as well. Thank you again for all the advice, guys. And again, it's really kind of cool timing because like it's the anniversary of when we started playing, and now we're gonna start playing again and like relearn a whole bunch of things. Like this scout killed me this time. Next time I'm gonna get him. It's like it's just baby steps as well. That's something like to bear in mind. Like I think the first step to actually kind of improve in anything you do in life is having like a good attitude about it. So you're not gonna do it if you're a pessimist. If you just like kind of acknowledge it's like, oh, everything I do is terrible. Like you won't get anywhere if you do that. You'll just kind of be a bit depressed. Life will be kind of sad to think that way. What is this demo man doing as well? I've just noticed this guy whenever I walked out. It's like, what are you doing, man? He seems to have learned what a sticky bomb is, so okay, we'll leave him on his merry way. Yeah, I just have a lot of memories, though, of this map. Like, I genuinely do. Because it is the thing that I just did more than anything when I started. Like, I joined the 24/7 servers. I'd be on them for hours upon hours on end. Oh, that was an unfortunate air shot. So I have a lot of memories with this map. Specifically, it's stage 2 as well, which is like my favorite bit of the map. There's like the hovels towards the end of the map that I just remember spending so much time just like building up a little nest and like kind of learning the intricacies of Engineer. Because, like, really when I started playing, like, what I played more than anything was Engineer and Spy, and, like, that was pretty much it. Because I was coming from Call of Duty, so I wanted to find the things that were, like, the most different and interesting hopping in. And, like, truth be told, those are, like, two of, like, the more interesting aspects, because Engineer, you're going to be building buildings, and it's, like, you know, the emphasis isn't so much on your shooting as it is sort of, like, building management. You're playing, like, a tycoon simulator more than anything. And for Spy, it's just, like, really, really interesting because it's such, like, a dangerous wild card to throw into a mix. Like, I really, really loved it for those reasons. Wasn't really keen on Medic back then simply because, coming from Call of Duty, it's like, why aren't I shooting the dudes? It's like the mindset that 16-year-old Daniel had. It's just even weird to think that I was 16 when I started playing this. Like, God, I'm 21 now. Like, I graduated from, like, secondary school. I'm gonna be graduating from college next year. My God. And, like, TF2 is, like, still here. It's like, I'm still smacking that sentry with my wrench. Like, 5 years on, I'm still smacking it. It's hard to believe. Like, it really, really is. It's like, funnily enough, I think apparently there's, like, something being hinted in regards to updates going on. There was, like, a patch note that simply said John or something that was released the other day, and it's like people are, like, losing their minds over it because nature of TF2 with, like, the alternate reality games is like, he said John, what could that possibly mean? And it's like, Johns are being cross-referenced, like, across the freaking country. People are trying to figure out what this could possibly imply for the state of the game. The one that I love to see is, like, people are, like, even suggesting that it's, like, a state of no Johns, and hence, like, competitive in some format. Which is just like, guys, I just said John. Like, it could just be, like, an inside joke. Like, I know Valve can do this, but it's always hilarious to me just to watch people, like, kind of lose their minds over this kind of thing. So it'd be kind of cool if something is happening, though. Like, simply put, like, it's the anniversary. Like, doing anniversary things is cool. And I imagine, like, for when the game went free to play and, like, the Uber update, it's a more significant anniversary to a lot of people than the actual birthday of TF2. Simply put, because it's the time when a lot of us hopped on in to play it. Like, the numbers have increased dramatically since the game went free to play. Like, I always imagine that it must have been, like, a very, like, different and smaller community when Team Fortress 2 wasn't free to play. Like, I really can't imagine it myself. Because so many of us hopped in then. There's not a lot of veterans that you see around these days. Like, the proof of purchase item, like, it must be kind of cool at this stage to have, like, a vintage copy of it. Like, if you had a legitimate one and, like, the Merc badge to go with it that says that it's, like, you've been around for so long. Like, can you imagine that people have been here since, like, the beta in 2007? It's like, it's almost a decade later. Like, could you imagine still playing the same game? Like, I really can't. And yet, here we are. It's like, it's a reality for some people. We've been playing it 5 years, which is half a decade. Just like, my God. Let us continue on nonetheless. Celebrate these memories. I'm trying to get a bit more aggressive with, like, some of my sentry placement as well. Simply put, it encouraged me to use the shotgun a bit more, because a combination of a shotgun and the sentry means that, like, you can kind of, like, defend one another, because the sentry's going to cover your back. Like, that much is a given. But if you use the shotgun, you can actually ward people away. If you distract them with either the sentry or your shotgun, they're not going to have time to focus on the other thing. Like, as you can see there, those soldiers are taking, like, quite a bit of damage. And I'm actually able to push that point simply because of the combination of the two things. Oh, that poor demo man. I'm amazed I actually survived that. And it's like a couple of things I'm trying not to do as well. It's like, again, the not panic attitude. Like, the sentry's on 1 health. Cool, I guess. We'll get to it in a moment or two. If it goes down, I'll just build another one. There we go. Rest up, little gun. And of course we'll get our dispenser built. Very, very important. Maybe it doesn't matter as much in Payload Race, simply because everyone is, like, everywhere around the map. Layout's just typically a little crazier. Oh, God. Managed to get him off. I'm always happy whenever I can do things like that. It's like, I know we're only on day 1, but it's like, like, the first thing I did, like, since making the video last night, like, I played, like, Walkway for, like, several hours. just to practice landing some shotgun shots. Because it's one area that I genuinely need to improve on, like, a huge deal. Because simply not being able to aim is a huge detriment. So I don't want to have to just rely on the sentry gun, because again, as you saw when I was covering the point there, combination of gun and shotgun, like, it's actually quite tough to deal with. You can win engagement simply by being, like, very annoying in that way. And it's like your class is split in two, it's not just a sentry. Although the sentry is very powerful. Gotta emphasize that shotgun. Which is kind of cool, because like the tracker is even like making significant progress. Like I was playing some games like even earlier today. Like these things are on the move. I'm excited to see these things get all the way to Hell Zone like someday. And they will get there someday. I am determined. Engagements like that still frustrate me to no end. Because like that's what I want to not happen. Like that guy, I should have been able to get him. Oh, but we will get there. It is a journey. We're not going to do it overnight. We're not going to do it in a week. We're not going to do it in a month. We might not even do it in a year. But that's okay. Because we will get there. Hello, Dead Ringer. I could have saved you. But we will get there. Every life that dies in us now will be a future life that we save. It's like the beginning story for like pretty like cliche anime, where the main character is just like too weak to be able to help his friends in a circumstance. It's like we will have our own training montage. We will have a time skip. We will improve. Team Anime 2. It's the game we all know and love. Let's get out there. All I can think of in my head is like terrible source filmmaker that actually does that. There's like Ninja High School ones from like Crocodile, which if you haven't seen are hilarious and I strongly recommend. There we go, gotcha! We may have had a heavy supporting us there. Hello, Spy. Goodbye, Spy. Staying alive. Staying alive. Oh my god. No. I'm not today, bub. Oh my god. It's scary to have a couple of engagements like that. Like if that guy had like upped his game a little bit there, I imagine. Oh, that was an enemy dispenser. I was wondering why I just blew it up. It's like I thought I was removing the sapper. A couple of engagements like that though, it's like you wonder like just how you pull through it. But damn it, I'll take it. We will still practice to survive these circumstances more. Where did that guy go? I knew he was there. I was like so confused. Hang on. The sentry is still alive, which is kind of incredible. I guess I did build it far back, but still. You are really suspicious. It's like friendly melee heavy. Like he just wants to help push the cart. Like, okay. I guess. Hey, Spy. How you going? How you doing? It brings back a lot of memories simply to be here though and like doing Nightfall things. Like this looks like a terrible sentry spot and like it rightfully is. But it was one of the sentry spots I used, damn it. So I will do it again for old time's sake. It's surprisingly effective as well, simply because people don't expect you to be this like obvious with a sentry spot. It's like here's like a terrible spot to put your sentry, to the extent that people wouldn't think you're that dumb to do it. It works well. Of course, we do have to vary up those things, like once they are noticed. Like you can't just leave it there, like try and nest it the entire game. Like the reliable spots are reliable for reasons. Like they sentries actually survive. That's why people do it. But it's still cool to kind of vary it up. Like one of the big things I want to try is just like varying sentry spots ever so slightly. Like a very like cool thing to do is like if you've like managed to hold back a wave with your sentry and a second wave is on their way, and when you've dealt with the first wave, like adjust the position of your sentry slightly just to catch them off guard the next time. Like if we're here, for instance, maybe position the sentry over there, so when someone comes down like this walkway expecting to shoot it from here, suddenly it's over here and they're dead. It's like things like that are just like kind of neat little tips that I've been trying to pick up. It's like my resource will forever be the Engineer Bible. I love that thing so, so much. Oh, we killed a man named Hello. Well, that's just lovely. Playing with level 2s is something I'm trying to get a bit better at as well. Again, I know it's still early days, but it's like these are like the general tips. I've made like a list of things that I want to be able to do. Playing with level 2s is a cool one though, because simply put, you can build the sentry still quite quickly. And kind of get it out, and like it's like quite a powerhouse. Oh, thank you, friendly medic. Thought you were an enemy. I'm of course trying to get down my dispenser and teleporter close to every game, like as much as I reasonably can. And trying to move this as much as I can and still keep it safe. Like here's kind of good at the moment simply because the cart's over there. That's unfortunate that he's just going to be right on there. But what you going to do? This is a very spy-friendly map because there's a lot of places that they can go. Our team seems to be carrying through quite a bit here. Possibly doesn't help that there's like 3 snipers up in that little section of battlements at the moment. I feel a bit bad for the red team in circumstances like those. Oh yeah, and there's no point in actually walking with like the sentry out like that. It's not actually going to help. Okay, let's get back. Let's get back. Ah! I was trying to get that engineer, but I probably should have just got out of there because of the heavy. It's important to just survive more than anything. Like, there's something about the mindset that if you manage to just live a while in the game, that you'll just generally do better. It's like, even if you can kill someone and just not die. It's like, if you can kill an extra person and die, then that's kind of cool, but it's like, the longer you stay out there, basically, more damage that you get to do. Which is quite nice. Forever keeping an eye on these things. Here, just to give you an example and for old time's sake. Oh, we don't actually need to. Like, this is something I would do in like a lot of them where I'd build this far back, like right off the bat. I have a lot of memories of just doing things like that. And it's like, I've now learned how like there are things called fronts in TF2, which are very, very important to maintain. Like, he might just be upgrading his sentry, which is like, fair play if he is. I'm gonna do mine over here. Because I misremembered where the metal is, yes. Okay, well, we'll get some off this. God, I don't want to be the only guy pushing that, though. Let's just build this up here for a moment or two. Establish a bit of a safety net. Start, and we can move forward in a moment. Jesus Christ. Just barely got that, man. Let's go get this. Oh, God. Yep, okay, we're going to need that safety net. It's going to be handy. Let's pop that down. Okay, well, now we are trapped because that sniper is going to watch us like a hawk. Whew. I can see the dot. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's dead. Huzzah! Let's go. Moving on up in the world. Still missing our shotgun shots for the life of us. Well, we can't save them ourselves with shotgun shots for the life of us, even. But damn it, we will get there. We will get there. Get him down. Get him down. Combo of sentry and shoddy. Together at last. Here, let's repair this for a moment or two. Just to get it established. Please, Spencer, heal me. Well, payload it, cart even. I'm so badly injured. Let's see, let's pop this down here. We can maybe get back to it later. Just leave that there. For the time being. Like, it keeps an eye on their cart, I guess. People aren't going to expect it for a little bit. That's kind of cool. Let's just play the objective. You can actually bait people over here as well, which is kind of neat. We have free reign. If you'll start rolling back, that would be really beneficial. Thankfully, he's completely oblivious to my sentry. That's nice. Oh, but he's out there. It's not you. You know he's out there too. Sorry, sniper. There we go. I like this ability to bait. It is rather cool. Let's move that over. I feel like I should probably move this a bit forward in a moment or two. Okay, let's get this. I feel like I should move it in a second because people are starting to catch on to it. Like, I know this spy is still out here. Ah! I gotcha, Chuckles, though. I gotcha. Oh, God, he might get it now. Oh my God, is that the... That's the achievement I think it is, isn't it? Rack up 5,000 kills. This is like an anniversary and like milestone for so many things right now. 5 years of playing TF2. 5,000 kills. We did it. Doesn't fill me with much hope for like Hail Zone on things, but we're gonna up the rate. It's been climbing at a much higher rate, at least recently. Let's pop that down. Oh God, okay. They've moved forward quite a bit. So what we're instead gonna do is backtrack to over here. Oh, I see that scout as well. I'm on to you, buddy. Gotcha. Oh, I have to concentrate a lot more whenever it comes to like little engagements like that. 'Cause simply put, I don't want to balls it up in like the first moment. Like, there is a difficulty that can come with like commentating and playing games at the same time, because like more often than not, what you'll do is like emphasize the commentary over the actual gameplay. But I do want to improve the gameplay still, so it's not an excuse I'm going to fall back on. So I am just going to have like these moments of like concentration, basically, whenever the enemy approaches, and it's like I need to do well. You guys are bolt soldiers. You're more than capable of rolling out here. Come on now. Maybe they're just curious where this actually goes. It's rare to see like a working teleporter on like freaking Payload Race. No! Stay alive! Nah. Well, it's okay. We will rebuild. We have the technology. Let's keep these scouts away. Come on. Oh, no. Got one. Got two. Yeah! Oh, little moments like that make me so happy. Whew. Because like, I'll be honest with you, like, I'm freaking sweating bricks. And whenever something like that happens, it's like, I am terrified for my life. To be able to come out of a situation like that fills me with hope for the future, though. It really does. I can't believe this is still going as well. How have they not noticed that there's like a teleporter exit like close to their lines? We'll just leave it there, I guess. There's no reason to get rid of it. Oh, come on. Let's build this to level 2. That was not efficient use of metal, but oh well. Build that there. And we'll build it up. There we go. Things like efficient use of metal is something I'll just have to correct myself on over time. I've been trying to for years. But as experience piles on, we will get to these ends. Ah, my sentry. Okay, I think we're gonna like fully double back now and just go to last point shenanigans, I think. Because it's getting close enough now. Why are they all still freaking taking to the teleporter? Oh my god. I might have to move that just so we get people like on the cart, watching the cart over here. So we do need to keep an eye on it right now. It's totally a spy there. No! No! Oh, that's an agonizing way for it to go down. Oh my god. God, it would have power jacked down. That's not how you want a sentry to die. Oh my god, they finally got the teleporter. I'm amazed it took so long. There we go, we got you this time. Let's build up. Come on. Let's distract him long enough with that. Oh, this isn't going to work out well in the long run, though. They're probably going to take the game now, but what you going to do? How memories. Memories of when I started. I just like this back then as well. Oh, we still have time. That slight slope is always like a godsend in the final moments. Okay, let's build it up. Break him down. Come get your armor. Still got Torbjorn mentality ingrained in me because of Overwatch. Damn it, we didn't have Overwatch 5 years ago. So we can't bring any of that knowledge with us. That is another funny thing as well. I notice for FPSs in general, I can generally only like practice one and stay efficient at like one at a time. Like, I notice it more in stuff like whenever I go to play Chivalry. If I've been playing a lot of like medieval mode in TF2, I'm just terrible at Chivalry. It's kind of funny. Here, let's come on. There you go. Yeah, let's just stay back in this point though. Basically, we need our team to kind of like rush forward a little more. I'm gonna have to just stay back and nest here, unfortunately. Like, I can't really get too far forward. We'll commit to the level tree. That's one thing that I've like learned in particular. It's like, unless, like, if you're no longer moving your sentry, only then will you commit to the level tree. We're just gonna keep it there now, because we're staying on this side of the map. Commit it to this cause. Can see like a shadow or something as well. Hope it's not just my own shadow. Keeping an eye out though. Hopefully not accidentally killing myself as well. Let's just hop on the dispenser for a moment. There we go, we're good. We do have to kind of like stray out from the point though, to not only bait people but also keep like attention away from the sentry. Like, simply put, engineer has so much potential to be like an annoying class. It's like, hey, 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 and just like a sentry shooting at you as well. Like, it must suck to deal with them sometimes. Okay, it's up to our team to triumph now. Come on. I'm gonna hold this back. Stop! There we go, we got it in the end. Got there in the end. Oh, memories. And I think that's going to be it for this commentary as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed it. Today's commentary is more out of sentiment more than anything. It's like, simply put, it's been 5 years, and what an incredible 5 years it's been. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you at something new soon.